Hello Primary 5. Today we are going to study ordering and comparing natural numbers. In the first part of this lesson, we have to study representing natural numbers on number line. So we have to learn what is the meaning of number line, and we have to study how to draw a number line. But before we do it, we have to remember that the natural numbers is equal, or the set of natural numbers is equal the 0 and the counting numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on. So we can say that the natural numbers is equal the set of 0, or the union between the set of 0 and the set of counting numbers. So let's start with representing the set of natural numbers on the line, or the number line. So we have to draw this line segment to help us to represent the numbers. So we note that, or we had started that, in natural numbers we have a start point. It was 0, so we start with 0. So we have to start with 0. And the set of natural numbers is an infinite set, so we have no end point, so we do this sign. Then we have to write the numbers inside this set, like 1, 2, 3 and so on. So we have to write 1 and 2, 3, and notice that we have the same distance between any two numbers, or between every two numbers we have the same distance. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So we can represent the set of natural numbers by drawing the number line. Then we write the numbers, and we notice that the distance between every two numbers should be equal, and this arrow is represent that we don't have an end point. So we have a start point, but we don't have an end point. So we need to represent the natural numbers, so we have to put this point on the elements inside the natural, or the set of natural numbers. So we have all of these elements is inside the set of natural numbers. So we can say these numbers is included in the set of natural numbers, and we do this arrow to represent that we have infinite elements. So we have all of these elements in the set of natural numbers. Now let's take this example. For example, represent the set A that's equal the elements 1, 2, 3 on the number line. So we have to draw the number line, and we have these elements 1, 2, 3, and we need to represent them on the number line. So we have to draw a line segment. We draw this line segment, and we start with 0 because we have the set of natural numbers. So we write 0, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this is the number line, and we need to represent this set. This include 1, 2, 3 on this number line. So we have to put in circles, or these points, on the elements that are included inside the set. So we have 1, 2, 3, and this is our set. So this is the set A, the set A. So the set A is represented by this part. Now let's complete the second part of our lesson, and it talks about ordering and comparing numbers on number line. So let's draw a number line. So we have a number line, and we say it should be a line with a start point, because we are in natural numbers. So we have a start point and no end point. So we have a start point like 0, and we have no end point So we put this a row. So we have 0, 1, and the distance between every two numbers should be equal. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we need to compare between any two numbers on the number line, for example, number 4 and number 2. If you look at number 4, we know that number 4 is greatest than number 2. We know that 4 is greatest than 2. So 4 is on the right of 2. The number 4 is on the right of 2. And number 2 is on the left of 4. So 2 is less than 4 and 4 is more than 2. So let's take another example. For example, if we move this line like this, okay, if we have another line or another number line, if we have another number line like this line, and we need to know, or we need to represent two numbers or more than two numbers, we have a start point as 0 and no end point. We have no end point. So for example, if we have two letters like A and B, and we have another letter is called C, and we need to complete by writing more than or less than. So we have more than or less than, and we need to compare between A and B. So we have to look at the line or the number line, and we notice that B is on the right from A, or on the right of A. So B is the greatest. So when we go to the right, so we get a greatest numbers, and when we go to the left, we get the smallest numbers. So if we need to compare between B and C, if we need to compare between B and C, so we have to look at number B and number C. The letter B is on the left from, or on the left of letter C, so B is less than C. And if we need to compare between C and A, if we need to compare between C and A, we have to look at the number line. We have C is on the right of letter A, so C is greatest than A. So now let's solve the exercise in our book. So in general, for any two natural numbers represented on a number line A and B, if the point that represents the number B is placed to the right of the point that represents a number A, the point B is on the right of the point A, then A or B is more than A. B is more than A. And if the point that represents the number A is placed to the left of the point that represents the number B, then A is less than B. So A is on the left, or A is placed on the left of B, so A is less than B. Now let's solve this practice. So we have number 1, in the following natural numbers A, B, C, D, and E are represented on a number line as shown on the figure below. On this figure, we need to complete using more than or less than and justify your answer. And letter A, we have A or B, A or B. So we have to search for the point A and the point B, and we notice that A is placed to the right of B, so A is more than B. And in letter B, we notice that B is less than E, because B is on the left of E, so B is placed on the left of E, so B is less than E. And in letter C, we have to compare between C and E. So we have C and E, and C is placed to the left of E, so C is less than E. And in letter D, we have E and B. So B is placed to the left of E, so E is more than B because E is placed to the right of B. And in letter E, we have A or D. We have A or D. So A is placed to the left of D, so A is less than D. And in letter F, we have C or D, and C is placed to the left of D, so C is less than D. And now we need to write these numbers or these letters in an ascending order. So we start from the left because the ascending order is start from the smallest to the greatest, and we know that the smallest numbers is placed on the left. So we start with B, then we have C, A, E, and D. So we write the order as B, C, A, E, D because the smallest numbers is on the left and the greatest numbers is on the right. Now let's look at the question number 2. We have represent on a number line. Represent on a number line. Okay, letter A, the set of natural numbers between 1 and 4. So we have to write the numbers or to represent the numbers between 1 and 4. So we have 2 and 3. Okay, and the set of natural numbers less than 4, we have 0, 1, 2, and 3. And the set of natural numbers greater than or equal to 4, so we have or equal to 4. So we take number 4 with us. So we have 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. So we have to complete the numbers by drawing this. Okay. So let's look at the exercise. Write the following sets using the listing method and represent them on a number line. The first set, X is equal A such that A belongs to N, where A is between 0 and 4. So the set X is equal these elements. We need elements belong to N and between 0 and 4, so we have 1 and 2 and 3. And we need to represent it on the number line. So we need to represent it on the number line. Okay, so let's draw our number line and we need to represent them or represent the sets on this number line. So we have to start by drawing this line segment. So now we have the our line, our number line, and we have no endpoint, and we have the start point 0. So we have 0, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So we have to note that the distance between any two numbers on the number line should be equal. The distance between any two numbers on the number line should be equal. So we have to place 0 here. Now we need to represent the set that's equal 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have to represent these elements 1, 2, and 3. Then we represent the set X. Now let's look at number 2. And in number 2 we have Y is equal A such that A is belong to N and A is more than or equal 3. More than or equal 3. So we need to write the set using the listing method. So the set Y is equal. We have more than or equal 3. So we start with 3, then 4, 5, and so on. So we have an infinite set. So we need to represent it on the line number or the number line. So we have to draw our number line. So we have to draw this line. Then we had started that we have a start point is 0 and we have no end point. We have to start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So we need to represent all elements that belong to this set Y. We have 3, 4, 5, and so on. So we have to draw this. Okay, we have to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So we represent it by this arrow. Okay. So now this is the set Y. Okay. Let's look at the third set. We have in the third set, we have Z is equal A such that A is element or belong to N and A is less than 6. So the set Z is equal. The elements, they are belong to N and less than 6. The natural numbers start with 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we need to represent these numbers on the number line. So we have to draw the number line like this by drawing the line segment. Then we write the numbers. Okay. So we have to start with 0. So we have 0 and 1, and the distance between every two numbers should be equal. 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. And we need to represent the set Z and the set Z. The elements and the set Z is 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the set Z. So this is the set Z, and the set Z is include these elements. Now let's look at the last one. We have the set M is equal A such that A belong to N and A is more than or equal to and less than or equal 5. So the set M is equal 2. We start with 2, then we have 3, 4, and 5 because A is less than or equal 5. And we need to represent this set on the number line. So we have to draw a new number line. Okay, so we have to draw another number line by use this line segment. So we have this line or this number line. We start from 0. We start with 0 and so on. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So we need to represent our set, and the our set is include 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to represent 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to put a point on 2 and 3, 4, and 5, and this is the set M. This is the set M. Now let's look at the second question. And the second question, we need to write down the represented set on the following number lines. So we need to write the set. In the set we have 1, 3, 5, and 6. 1, 3, 5, and 6. 1, 3, 5, and 6. And in this numbered line we have 0, 2, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So this is an infinite set because we have this sign. So we have 0 and 2, 4, 5, 6, and so on. And in this figure we have just one element that's equal number 5. That's equal number 5. Now let's look at this third question. Find the ascending order of 5, 0, 2, 4, 1 and represent them on a number line. So we need to find the ascending order of these numbers. So we have the smallest number is 0, then 1, 2, 4, and 5. So this is the ascending order. We start from the smallest to the greatest. And we need to represent them on a number line. So we have to draw a new number line. So we have to draw a new number line. So let's take this number line. Okay, we start by drawing a line. Now, so we need to represent, so we start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. And we need to represent the elements 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 4, 5. So we have 0, 1, 2, and 4, and 5. So we represent our numbers on the number line. And now in number 4, represent the following on a number line. Letter A, we have the set of prime factors of 30. The set of prime factors of 30. So we need to find the prime factors of 30. I think you remember this way. To find the prime factors, we have to divide 30 by any prime number. For example, we have to start with 2, then 3 or 5, 7, or any prime number. So we start with 2. 30 divided 2 is equal 15, and 15 can't be divided by 2, so we choose to divide by 3. 15 divided 3 is equal 5, and 5 divided 5 is equal 1. So the prime factors of 30 is 2 and 3 and 5. So we need to represent the following on a number line. The set of prime factors of 30 as the set include 2 and 3 and 5. So this is the prime factors of 30. So let's represent it on a number line. So we have to draw this number line. Then we represent the other 3 numbers. So we start with 0 and 1, 2, 3, and the distance between every 2 numbers should be equal. So 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So we need to represent the prime factors of 30, and it was 2 and 3 and 5. So this is the set of prime factors of 30. Now let's look at letter B. The set of prime numbers less than 25. The set of prime numbers less than 25. We have to start with the smallest prime number is 2. Then we have 3 and 5, 7, 11, and 13, and 17, and 19, and 23. So this is the set of the prime numbers less than 25, and we need to represent them on a number line. So we have to draw the number line, then we write our numbers. We need to draw the number line, then we write our numbers. Okay, so we have, this is the number line, and we have to start with 0. We start with 0, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17, 18, 19, and 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24, 25, 26, and so on. And we need to choose the prime numbers. They are less than 25, and we start with the smallest prime number. The smallest prime number is 2, so we choose number 2. Then we have 3, 5, 7, and 11, 13, 17, 19, and 23. So this is the prime numbers less than 25. This is the set of prime numbers less than 25.